Hi everybody. So in this video, it's just me working on finishing up the rest of the rivets on the bottom. So what we've got is about 20 or so on each side that I can get to. Anyway, there's a bunch that you can't get to, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So yeah, basically it's all the ones that are very, like I said, they're at the side. So what I've done is I've jacked up the entire fuselage under blocks so that it can easily slide out towards the edge. And now I have more than enough access to get up underneath. It's a little bit of a pain because you have to either insert the rivet and then tape it up, right? Because the rivets are flush and they're going in from the bottom. So you either have to insert the rivet and then put a piece of tape over it to hold it in place, or what you'll see me doing more of as this video goes on is me actually putting the head or the rivet on the head of the bucking bar and then inserting it, because I'm crazy. And in just a minute here, I'll get you a little bit of a better shot, because all you're seeing is my ass. No one wants to see that. Yep, so about to move the camera, and you'll have a much better shot of the underside of this as we do a bunch of rivets, and I'll explain more about that in a second. Before that, it's the last video of the week. It's time for a rant. To all the pretty little birds that come and nest in our hangar every year to make nests and have little baby birds, they fuck off. Alright, you want to know why? Here, let me, okay, because first of all, they're all little adolescent birds, right? They're all flying around and learning how to fly, and it's great, and I'd love to learn how to fly naturally, but they just get to do it. So they perch all over everywhere in the hangar. And what does that mean? It means shit. Hold on, let me interrupt this rant. So here you see me, you see that pop riveter I've got in my hand? This is me fixing the foul up. Remember I told you that I'd be fixing the foul up that I made, drilling the holes where I shouldn't have? Well, this is me doing it right here. There's 20 aside, and it's nice. I'll wind up being too short, which reminds me, order more pop rivets. Alright, rant continued. These little fuckers, they perch over my fuselage and just leave bird dirt everywhere. Alright, here, look. Shit. Shit. Lots of shit. All of that happened within 2 days. So, yep, needless to say, one, I need a tarp to cover my fuselage, and two, I need a BB gun to eradicate these little fuckers. And here's the, so the other day I come in with Derek, my buddy Derek, get to the hangar, and we open it up, and we hear it chirp, chirp, chirp. And we look down on the ground, and there's this fledgling bird. I say fledgling. It was damn near adult. Still had a little bit of its down, and I couldn't tell if it had fallen out of its nest or not. We did the smart thing. We didn't touch it. We didn't try to put it back in its nest. We just left it there. Because, confession time, when it comes to animals, I am a giant softy. Can't be helped. I love all the animals, even when they shit all over everything that I own. So yeah, we just let the birds go. It drives Matthew crazy, our mechanic. Oh God, he's like, no, because all you hear is chirp, chirp, chirp all day long, and we don't have a radio in the hangar yet. We've got a receiver and everything. We just don't have a radio. We just don't have it set up. I do have to apologize for this camera angle. I didn't realize all you're going to be seeing is my belly and my neck. So I apologize for that. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. So there's a bunch. There's a bunch of rivets around the landing gear area that I cannot get to, and this is something that Van says. Look, rivet all the rivets you can that don't require moving any bolts or removing any bolts. Do those last. So basically, any rivet that you can get, go ahead and rivet it in. Anything that you can't get, wait, and then do those later. And that's basically, by the end of this video, that's the point that we've gotten to. Oh, another note, you'll see that I've got new gloves. Pink ones ran out, and I just selected green. I know I've used them before. Maybe it's been a couple of years, but anyway. So this is as finished as we've gotten. Next week, you'll see me taking all the bolts out and everything else to get the rest of these rivets in. And once that's done, we're finally going to start working on making this thing more of a fuselage. I think they call it canoe phase. It's a long story. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I will see you soon.